Hey, history buffs! Today we've got something pretty epic lined up for you. We're diving into the top 10 largest empires in history, spanning continents, centuries, and cultures. You're going to be surprised by some of the names on this list, and the sheer size of these empires. Before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you won't miss out on any future history dives. All right, let's get into it. 10. The Qing Dynasty, 1644 to 1912. Coming in at number 10 is the Qing Dynasty, the last imperial dynasty of China, spanning over 13.5 million square kilometers. At its peak, the Qing controlled not only China, but parts of Mongolia, Tibet, and even areas of Central Asia. The Qing were an ethnic minority ruling over a massive, diverse population. This empire is famous for its rich culture, significant technological advancements, and let's be honest, that crazy long reign. But of course, they had their struggles. From internal rebellions to foreign invasions, the Qing eventually fell, but their cultural and architectural impact remains huge. Number 9, the Umayyad Caliphate. Next up at number 9 is the Umayyad Caliphate. This empire was truly vast, stretching from Spain in the west to parts of India in the east, covering over 13 million square kilometers. The Umayyads expanded Islam rapidly across the Middle East, North Africa, and even parts of Europe. They were known for their administrative skills and cultural contributions. Despite their eventual downfall in the Battle of the Zab, the legacy of the Umayyads still influences the Islamic world to this day. Number 8, the Russian Empire, 1721 to 1917. At number 8 is the Russian Empire. At its peak, Russia spanned over 22 million square kilometers, making it the largest contiguous empire in history. From the frosty tundras of Siberia to the warm Mediterranean, the Russian Empire ruled a vast array of lands across 3 continents. Under czars like Peter the Great and Catherine the Great, Russia expanded rapidly, becoming a major world power. Unfortunately, internal issues in World War I led to its downfall, but the Russian legacy is still strong today. Number 7, the British Empire, 1583 to 1997. Coming in at number 7 is the British Empire. Now don't get it twisted. This empire had some serious global reach, with colonies spread across about 35 million square kilometers. At one point, the sun literally never set on British soil. From India to the Americas, from Africa to the Pacific, the British Empire's influence shaped the modern world in ways we still see today. Language, culture, even sports. But let's not forget, the empire's legacy isn't without controversy, as colonial exploitation and oppression left a dark mark. Number 6, the Mongol Empire, 1206 to 1368. Number 6 might surprise you. The Mongol Empire, led by none other than Genghis Khan, reached over 24 million square kilometers at its height. From the steppes of Mongolia to the heart of Europe, these guys could conquer anyone. Genghis Khan revolutionized warfare with his tactical genius, and despite their terrifying reputation, the Mongols facilitated trade and cultural exchange along the Silk Road. Sadly, after Genghis's death, the empire split, but their impact on history is undeniable. Number 5, the Spanish Empire, 1492 to 1898. Next is the Spanish Empire. Starting in the late 15th century, Spain's imperial reach covered vast territories in the Americas, Asia, and Africa, peaking at around 20 million square kilometers. The Spanish Empire was driven by exploration, colonization, and gold. Lots of gold. But like most empires, it eventually collapsed under its own weight due to military overextension and economic troubles. Number 4, the Ottoman Empire, 1299 to 1922. At number 4, we've got the Ottoman Empire, spanning 5 continents and around 23 million square kilometers. The Ottomans ruled over much of southeastern Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa for centuries. With sultans like Suleiman the Magnificent, the Ottomans were known for their military prowess, architectural wonders, and cultural achievements. But in the end, World War I would mark the end of their reign, and Turkey emerged as a republic. Number 3. The French Colonial Empire, 1534 to 1980. Number 3 goes to the French Colonial Empire. At its peak, France controlled vast parts of Africa, Southeast Asia, the Caribbean, and more, covering about 13 million square kilometers. Although often overshadowed by the British, the French left a significant mark on world culture, language, and geopolitics. The empire declined in the 20th century, especially after World War II, but France still retains some overseas territories. Number 2, the Portuguese Empire, 1415–1999. Coming in at number 2, we have the Portuguese Empire. The empire, one of the first global empires, spanned around 10 million square kilometers at its peak, with a massive influence on exploration, trade, and colonization. Portugal's maritime exploration made it one of the first empires to control vast parts of Africa, Asia, and South America. Despite its size shrinking over time, the Portuguese legacy lives on in language, culture, and historical trade routes. Number 1, the British Empire. Okay, I know I already mentioned them earlier, but let's put the British Empire in its true place at number 1. With a landmass of over 35 million square kilometers, Britain ruled over nearly a quarter of the world's landmass at its peak. This empire's impact is felt around the globe in politics, economics, culture, and language. Despite its eventual decline, Britain left behind a legacy that is still hugely influential in the world today. And that's a wrap. Which empire do you think had the most fascinating history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, see you in the next one.